Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. Someone knows one guitar chord. Interesting. Well, listen, we have Angel Rivera on the list for a birthday reading today because we scheduled that with him last week. His birthday is next week. I don't know if he can make it tonight. Thursdays is not always a good night for him. But he'll either be here or not. We're going to do the birthday reading after we do the card for the collective. And Estelle, I see you have a birthday. I want to remind everybody at this point that, just let us know as much in advance as possible so we can schedule you in.
Yeah, if you want a birthday reading, whether you're going to be here or not, let us know when it is and we can schedule it on one of our 2 live stream dates. And it will always be the first reading after the card for the collective and our general opening.
Yeah.
So even if you're not here, that's where it will be. You can always scroll to it when you're ready to view it.
And that's where it'll be for the year ahead, so you can always check back in on it.
So happy birthday, Estelle.
Yeah, happy birthday, Estelle. So I guess we maybe be able to do it Sundays. Sundays are so busy, it's hard to say.
We do birthday readings, so.
But we can do it Thursday, if not next Thursday, if not Sunday. But I think we'll try to schedule you for Sunday.
We do them on Sundays.
We do them on Sunday. Mr. O is right, but if I get 15 people in the chat...
Don't be that way.
If I get 15 people in the chat from the beginning,
we have never told
I
somebody,
will do it
We have never
Thursday.
told somebody that we can't do it.
I'm making the rules.
You're acting privileged.
I'm a moderator. I'm making the rules. Anyway, I'm sure we can get you in Sunday or so whether you're here or not, we will do that reading for you then. All right, so first things up, card for the collective. And I'm going to let Mr. O pull one for us. They're all read up right, Mr. O. I'm using the MJ Cullinane Urban Crow Oracle. Okay. Get a little slick. Thank you.
And it's protection.
Protection. Oh. Mm-hmm. In a way, pretty apropos with everything going on in LA and stuff. People need protection from all that nasty wildfire smoke and stuff. Okay, protection. She says here that this was the first card she created for the deck. Crows are fiercely protective of things they cherish. When she created this card, she wanted to feel at that moment that she herself was protected. And it's funny she says this. With everything going on in the world, knowing that there is something greater out there watching over us creates space for peace. It is when we feel at ease that we can create, that we can grow. Hold this card when you need to feel as one with your higher self and divine spirit, as together they offer protection. Well, she's got a point to be made there that it's nice to think that there is something greater out there that may have our backs. Oftentimes, we always say this with some of the tarot cards, that this is the time to go with something because the universe has your back. The universe also protects us from things. We, of course, can't be irresponsible and expect the universe to do everything for us, but, they do, the universe often has our back.
I just want to say protection is something I take very seriously.
100%. We should all take it very seriously. And if you, need personal protection, doing something to set up boundaries every day around yourself is very, very helpful. Right, Mr. O?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I love this little table.
Why?
It separates us.
So I can't throttle you?
So you can't reach out and throttle someone.
It's also good when we have snackies, isn't it? When we have cookies or candy.
But for some reason there isn't any.
Well, I've been wanting to open those Frangos for some time. We still have some Christmas candy left.
I doubt you have really been wanting to.
I was eyeballing it just today.
No, I doubt you have been wanting to.
You should have no doubt that I've been wanting to.
Well, it's just when I ask you about other snacks. You seem to be that into it.
Well, I try not to snack too much. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Rivera's birthday reading is up. Let's do this. And for this reading, I brought out, for today, I brought out my new Ciro Marchetti's Marchetti Tarot. So we will be using that.
Well,
WrestleMania.
As long as there's not like mud pits involved, and T-shirts and stuff.
WrestleMania.
Duking it out with her.
Banshee Mania.
There's a rumor she's a dirty fighter.
In all senses of the word.
How many are there?
I could think of a couple.
Please elaborate.
I'd rather not. Were you supposed to shuffle for Mr. Rivera? Why don't you shuffle and cut for him?
I don't know.
Just do it.
Okay.
All right. Well, maybe we'll have a brawl show.
Thank you for jumping up there like that. That was very startling. Cut.
Yes. Hold his tail before he scatters them. Thank you. Okay,
An
Angel
arm
Rivera.
wrestle. Okay.
They are sunny blessed. Just arm wrestle. Oh, I think I could do that. He'll beat me, though. He's got more arm strength than me. All right, so basically the gift you received last year, Angel Rivera, that you could use to make the most out of this year. And it's the Page of Swords reversed. Well,
it may have been working on communication stuff. It may have been working on your tact and diplomacy. You probably were involved in a lot of conversations where maybe afterwards you thought, gee, I should have framed it differently. I should have said that a little bit more gracefully. So maybe what you learned from last year is that you learned some new skills in terms of how you communicate.
Well, and it might also be about establishing better networking and connections with others than maybe you have in the past. Perhaps last year, you wished maybe you could have done, it could be even social media. There's been so many switchovers and changeovers and things happening on some of the platforms that, if you've been moving around a bit, maybe it's hard keeping up. Maybe you want to do something different with the way you're approaching, your social connections, your social media work. Maybe you're trying to figure out what worked, what did not. This is reversed, so it's indicating that maybe some things that proved disappointing to you, you'd like to work on in this year ahead. Communication seems to be the key there.
Card 2, the gift of the present moment.
Well, how interesting. It's the Hierophant reversed.
Let it hang out. Let it all hang out.
Well, this is like taking the gift of the present moment is, hey,
you hippie.
This is a new year. This means you could do things in a new way. Take a radically different approach to something in your life. Whether, again, it has to do with this communication issue, or whether it has to do with work, or whether it has to do with your pastimes, your tarot work, other things in your life. This is taking a radical approach to something, doing something different, not being afraid to step outside of your comfort zone or your routine to try something different.
Well, when we feel like we are in the moment, when we are in that present moment, a lot of times those distinctions about various compartments of our lives don't matter so much. We read something that says, that speaks to me for whatever reason, and we are maybe self-radicalized in a way. We are feeling like we are drawn upon a sense of breaking those norms or freeing ourselves from more rigid thinking. And this is saying the gift of the present moment for you is that you can easily see those things that you realize, buck the trend or buck the conventions, and you speak to that because you believe in speaking truth to power.
Well, it's funny because this card is, of course, when it's reversed, it's the card of the rebel, right?
Right.
So I kind of feel here you could, this may be a time, this present moment, to cause you to rebel more. Maybe, if not getting involved in outright protests or boycotts for some concerns, something like that. I mean, this could be about speaking your mind as well and taking a radical approach to things, whether it is being a rebel or whether it is just taking a radical approach to things. Okay, card 3, the gift from your connections with others in the next year. Well, how ironic this. It's the 5 of Wands. That's interesting since we had that Page of Swords reversed too. And this is, of course, your interactions with others. Well, I think some of your I think this year you may find that some of your interactions with others could be a little bit combative. That there could be people that want to pick a fight with you, and no surprise in this world today, right? Everybody's picking a fight and choosing sides on something. But beyond that, it could also be a call for you to engage with others more constructively, to try to find constructive ways forward, and to listen to what others have to bring to the table.
Well, I'm likening it more to what you just said.
Initially
I'm feeling,
said?
No,
latter.
what you just said. I'm feeling this is, kind of like, other more positive interpretations where maybe, and it is from your connections with others, but I do think that it is in the present moment. It's saying, looking at what's around us, we realize we are better working together, building up whatever we are for whatever purposes, whether it's resistance or to fall in line or anything in between.
So the gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward with your dreams and goals in the year ahead. Wow. It's a 9 of coins, upright.
Oh, is that pretty?
Yeah, that's nice. You want to take a stab first?
Okay.
The gift that will help him work on achieve his dreams and goals.
Well, I think some of this is about your abilities or the ability you will use or find to really tune in and focus on yourself specifically. Even if you can't always be alone to work on your creative projects, you know how to tune out or to tune in to that thing you're doing. And so you can focus so exclusively on your personal projects, your thing. The 9 of Coins talks about that sense of enjoying what you have reaped for yourself. This is saying you have this ability to screen for that effect.
Well, it's interesting because the 9 of Swords is about...
I thought you said it was 9 Pentacles.
It is 9 of Pentacles.
Okay, well, for a minute I thought you were going to throw me away there.
No, and I just said the wrong thing, but I had the right interpretation.
Hi, Kara.
The wrong thing, but I had the right interpretation in mind. The 9 of Pentacles is about home in a way and comfort. And you know how the woman is in her garden or private garden or the solitude. So I think what will help you work on your projects and goals is having a little bit more solitude time. Finding those moments where you can be alone and that you are in your comfort zone and able to create and produce. Finding that sweet spot. And also, this could be about, how do I want to say this? This is definitely about elevating yourself further, I think. You want to get to a point of comfort and security and stability. You want to make sure that your goals and your things are getting off on the right foot. They have a firm foundation. I mean, I just feel like all of this should be in place anyway for the 9 of Coins. So you just need that downtime. You just need that time by yourself to really start to manifest something good for you. All right.
And I've added Kara to the list. Welcome.
Why, thank you. The gift from spirit guides and or ancestors. What they want you to know or keep in mind in the year ahead. Spirit guides or ancestors. Ooh.
And it's the Eight of Cups.
You've got the Frango mints.
I did.
Wow. Well, Christmas is here. Oh my gosh.
Your future is very sweet.
Anyway, let's move on because
Okay, so the gift from your spirit guides, right?
That's a deep one, and that's the Eight of Cups.
The Eight of Cups.
Well, I think what it's saying is the ancestors and spirit guides are giving you, are telling you that you can go far this year. You can go as far as you want to go. This is a year to elevate yourself. The Eight of Cups. Take a journey beyond your present boundaries. Aim higher in your goals. This Nine of coins here. Aim higher, and you can achieve a lot this year. I think your spirits and guides and ancestors, will help you, will inspire you to move forward.
It's a spirit quest, Angel.
Ooh.
Or a vision quest. Or it's basically something of that nature, that maybe your ancestors want you to do something that really will take you to some other reality for lessons or guidance.
Do you know what? That's a really good point, too. And I thought about that.
I just look at that card because it's so
spiritual. So ethereal,
yeah,
that
ethereal.
one. And so, yes, that's it too, is maybe you need to go dive a little bit deeper in your spiritual pursuits in this year ahead. I think your ancestors and spirit guides are waiting for you to, firm up some connections there perhaps, and take some deeper journeying. I like that.
So putting it all together, the gift this year ultimately gives to you. What lessons have you learned? Or what progress or growth have you achieved by this year's end, the end of your birth year?
Well, it's a Seven of Wands.
Oh.
So Seven of Wands to me, on its best aspect, and I think this is it.
Stand up against the dragon.
Well, if you're going to be a rebel this year, I guess the gift of the year would be that you are standing up for what you believe in and you are standing tall. But, since I do think it might be more than that, I think what this is saying is this is a year that you will really be able to keep your head above water, that you'll be above all the different problems, challenges, crises, whatever the case may be that you face in this year ahead. Whatever's trying to bring you down in this year just doesn't get there. By year's end, you feel like you've been able to kind of conquer it all.
That picture looks like something out of The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. And I realize it's the dragon standing up to the band below there because they've come for his treasure. And I think this is saying Spirit wants you to not give up holding on to your treasure, whether it's these things we've shown you or whether it's other things you know to be true.
So all in all, I think it looks like a pretty constructive year. I think with that, with that Five of Wands, I could go either way. I'm looking at the Page of Swords too and where that's at and thinking to myself, you may have some ups and downs in communications with others this year. You got to be mindful that things don't turn into a conflict instead of a constructive conversation or engagement. And, watch the things out there on social media because my goodness, there's a lot of shenanigans that just can set us off. And so, and I know you anyway, Angel, you won't take any of that out there. So all in all, this is a great year to work on your goals and your dreams. Give yourself enough downtime and alone time to be able to produce what you want to produce. And your guides and ancestors say, go deeper. Go deeper this year.
That's actually coming from more than one card than the typical one.
It's true.
This is time for you to do, some work like that.
Hello, Sonny.
You probably do it all the time anyway.
So, Angel, this
We
reading
should-
will be here for you whenever you want to check it out and you want to check back into it. Good luck with your year ahead, and in advance,
And a salute from Sunny.
and yes, a moon from Sunny, and happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Angel.
All right, pass over the cards and
So-
let's get this show on the road. All right,
In your honor, we're going to eat some frangos. And ironically, Acel is up,
maybe I should hide the box.
but has not left us a question.
Acel, where are you? Don't do this. Don't make us put you at the end of the list again.
Again.
It's because of him. So you'll have to wait. So, well, let's give Acel a minute. We can open our box of candy. Do you have any announcements to make?
Yes, I'm very, very happy.
Acel, post.
Tomorrow, watch The Emotional Exchanges, my Outlook, which comes out Fridays at 7 o'clock. It is pre-recorded, but I have changed the format slightly so that at the end of each reading, I also give each sign a look at the idea of whether or not you'll be lucky. And of course, we're talking about romantically, emotional bonding. So that's it. It's one card for your challenges or opportunities, another card for the action that's required, and the third card, whether or not you're going to get lucky. All right, so that's
Acel, last call. I'm
Last
about
call,
to post
Acel.
the list. Are you here or not? If not, we're going to move ahead to Libra.
I think we should.
Oh my gosh, the fumes from that candy.
And Libra did leave us a question, so we can go right to it.
All right, then
What's coming
I'm going to
towards
move
me?
past Acel and put her at the end again. All right, Libra's up. What's the question?
As I just mentioned, what's coming towards me?
Oh, okay. Well, I just used my deck. Do you want to use yours?
Sure. Yes, we're eating chocolate. Oh my gourd. I am so worth it.
I can't even eat it. It's hard. But then it's so smooth and creamy.
All right, the first card. What is coming towards you? We're going to use your reading. And it's the reverse King of Wands.
The King of Wands. Okay. Well, what's coming towards you is something that, I don't know. I'm getting a mixed vibe here about this one for you. It's something that could set you off, The King of Wands can be shy and kind of shrink back, but sometimes the King of Wands has an angry streak. And I almost feel like something is going to set you off here for some reason.
It feels like maybe you feel like you're being put in a situation where you are challenged in a way, and because you're not really accepting or understanding it or feeling it's legitimate, and it probably isn't, it does set you off. It sort of makes you maybe overreact a little bit. It may be the kind of thing that you might ultimately feel like you were rash or overreacted, but in the heat of the moment, it just may cause, a little bit of consternation around people with you, like, oh, what's bugging Libra Cusp today? So why is this important?
Why is this important?
And it's another court card. It's the Page or Knave of Swords.
Oh, yeah.
And it's important because maybe people are going to view you less sympathetically for this, view you as sort of being a little tacky or clueless about behaviors.
Considering that's what Angel Rivera had, too.
Yeah.
This is about communication. And so why this is important is, you know, you may say something you might regret that may come back to haunt you, that people will challenge you on, and, you know, maybe that's what it is here. Or I will say this. It's possible, too, this could be the other way, in that whatever's setting you off is because of what somebody has said. Something that has been said is going to set you off. And the problem with that is, too, that we can overreact. We need to catch our breath.
Sure. I'm just getting a glimpse that this is maybe something that you felt was a confidence, and somebody blurted out something that maybe they weren't supposed to.
Okay. So where's this heading? I like that. Where's it heading?
So where is it heading, Libra Cusp? The reversed Four of Pentacles.
Oh, boy.
That's not good, but maybe in terms of that person or that situation, you may really say, I don't care. I'm just
well, either you have to let it go. I mean, you have to just let this argument go. Or, you know, you might be letting someone go. Or you might have to give up something to right this situation. In other words, some type of compromise maybe has to come out of this. Do you know? Interestingly enough, look what I got there.
Another reminder, the birds are about communication. And the child.
Well, you know, could this be involving a family member, a child that you have an argument or discussion with, or a hurtful conversation?
Right, like you're having problems communicating with that child.
I can't rule that out. I could also say here that, you know, child can be about small things. Let's not make let's not blow something out of proportion and overreact to something that may be a smaller, you know, misstep communication-wise than a bigger one. I almost kind of getting that feel with that child and birds, and considering what I said here, you know, about the Page of Swords.
So it might be the kind of thing that maybe you need to let this one kind of fly a little bit and do some lip service towards it and not make it a bigger deal. But maybe, you know, you can gently say, well, you're on notice, you know, I don't need this again.
Right. I think in a way now that Four of Pentacles is what I kind of said about just letting it go. So in other words, don't take it too personally. Don't take it too hurtfully. Try to work it out and find compromise and just let it go. It may not be worth it. The child and the bird seems to indicate to me this might be a smaller matter than, you know, than you might be making it out to be. So good luck with that.
All right.
Unless you have something to add. Nope.
And we're on Earth Girl.
We're on Earth Girl. Hi, Earth Girl.
Earth Girl, are you going to leave us a question?
Hopefully you're here.
And I need the letters.
Uh-huh. Come on, Earth Girl. Are you typing? I hope so.
Meanwhile, then, I will mention that Happy Hour is here on Saturday, once again, and it will be at 10 a.m., our more or less regular time. Have you been feeling like you needed just a little boost, a little bit of positivity, a possible message from Spirit? Come visit us on Saturday at 10 a.m. for Happy Hour. Just announce your presence in the chat room, and you are guaranteed a one-card high resolution vibrational message specifically for you. That's Saturdays, 10 a.m. Come see us and leave happy.
Come on, get happy.
Earth Girl, we're waiting for the question you're asking.
Come on, get an answer. Okay,
Well,
that's enough of that.
We wasted some time.
Yeah, we did. I'm going to put Earth Girl after a cell in case they come back. But if not, we'll just
It was nice to say hello to you.
Might have been just saying hi.
It's true.
Well, that leaves Russ. Hey, Russ.
I know what your question is. Who would win in an arm wrestle between Oberon and Banshee?
Or who will the Lions play next week? The Vikings or the Rams? Actually, it could be someone else, I guess. It could be somebody else, too, depending on how the other games go. So, I don't know.
Do you remember my Aunt Jeanette?
I do remember your Aunt
Margaret and
Jeanette.
Mary's mom?
Yes.
Well, when we were little, maybe about 12 or 13, she would arm wrestle. She would challenge us to an arm
really?
wrestle. And she beat us all. She even beat one of my older cousins.
Gosh.
And she was like just this tiny little lady.
Well, she was pretty strong person.
She was
personality.
hard-muscled.
All right.
Russ, don't tell us you two are deserted. Come back. Hey, if you give us too much time, we'll just close for the night, everyone.
Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Everybody's abandoned us.
I know it's cold. Well, Ari left their question, so
Ari
we won't
left
be
a
able to do
question.
Ari.
Well, we'll get to Ari in a minute. I'm giving Russ one more chance. Are
Oh, wait.
you here?
No, there it is. Kara's still here.
And
Of
Kara's
course
still
you're
here. I know
I
you
almost
are.
forgot about you.
I
You're
did
so
not
quiet
forget
there.
about you. But he put you on the list. So I
No
don't
one
have
should
to-
ever forget about you.
No. Absolutely not.
Russ, we're going to give you one more chance.
I'm already heading back to the list. You know, it's such a short list. I'm putting everybody back on.
And then, no. List on the show gets shorter.
Oop. All right. Ari is up. What she got for us?
Ari asked, what should she know about love and career?
Oh my God. Everybody's got an excuse
We don't
here.
see the question. How do you want to do this? Tell you what. I'm turning on the...
Hey.
Hi, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Have you come to rub salt?
All right. Here's the deal. Everybody had a problem. Russ, I don't know why we don't see your question. I don't see it. Maybe Mr. O should look back and see if it's there.
Kara is sicking Toria on us.
I wish you'd be helpful.
No way.
I know.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. I've taken care of it already. Try to send it again, Russ. Let's see what happens. Try to send your question again.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing it anywhere.
We're not seeing it anywhere.
And Asel, you know, I don't know what's going on, but this is a rather short list tonight, so if you can bear with us, we'll get to you in the order we now have the list. It's just what we have to do. We give people time. We killed a lot of time there in between. So let me repost the list. You aren't that far away, Asel, so if you want to post a question, if you got to go again, then do so. I'm sorry your phone battery died. I'm sorry.
No, he's looking bored, wondering when the questions will start.
Yeah, I know. I hope Russ is still with us. I'll give another minute for that, and if not, we're back to Ari.
Well, weren't we going to do Ari?
I was going to do Russ. I asked him to send the question again. Maybe you weren't listening. All right, or hearing. Well, all right. All right, we'll do Russ after Ari. and then a cell, or however, if I don't get the question. I think once we call you, though, in the future, we're just going to end up reordering the list and sticking with it. It gets too confusing. It just gets too confusing. And we're here trying to do all the answering and the moderating. And I have no problem with that, but we got to have kind of an orderly way of doing it. It's nothing personal. So, all right. So what was Aries' question again? My apologies.
What do I need to know in regards to both love and career?
Okay. And there's Russ's question. Okay, Russ. We'll do you soon, but not right now. Keep your question up there, please.
Do you want me to copy and paste it into...
No.
Okay.
We'll be fine. Sorry about that, Russ. We already started with Aries after waiting. And I apologize. I didn't know your question was that long. Donna Matrix. Hello there. Do you want to add her to the list while I shuffle? For Ari's question.
Hi, Donna. I'm adding you to the list.
Okay, love and career. So we're going to do 2 and 2, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with love. The number 3 card, which is the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Earth. It's reversed.
Thank you,
it's
Ari.
the High Priestess reversed.
So these are love?
Yes.
Okay. And now I'm going to pull 2 Lenormand?
Yes.
And the first one are the mountains. And then the scythe. 3 of Pentacles and High Priestess.
Yeah, it's just kind of a tough one. I almost think here that with that 3 of Pentacles, it's indicating that maybe you will be able to find, well, you may be struggling to find something on your own, Aries. It's almost as if somebody out, there may be other people that you get involved with. They either introduce you to people or take you places where you may meet up with some people. I think that basically your love life hinges on your ability to work with others on this. I know that sounds crazy.
It almost sounds like maybe working with situations that help people find dates. I don't know if that could be social media or other kinds of, things like that. But it could be something like that.
I just thought of something else, though. Maybe it comes from a job or place you work at. I can't help but wonder when I'm seeing that 3 of...
And conventional wisdom always says, if you date somebody in your office or workplace, if it doesn't work out, you might still have to see them all the time. So just going to say that.
Yeah, because there are some odd things here. It just seems to me that this year with love and romance, you have some challenges to cut through. You've got the scythe there, and you've got the mountains, and you've got the High Priestess reversed. It's almost as if a lot of things are going to appear confusing to you. Like you can't totally read people. And so the people that you meet and that you want to get close to, you're not really sure you're seeing the whole picture or that you're feeling totally good in your gut about them. But you might also be getting mixed signals. Sometimes our past successes or failures in romance affect how we look at future partners. And so, you might just be getting mixed signals. Your gut might be throwing you off. And I feel there's challenges this year and struggles, which is why maybe, if this happens for you, it's going to come from some familiar place and maybe a place that you work at.
Well, it seems like if you are working through the challenges, that's how I look at the scythe and the mountain. You are working at them, and maybe
that's what that's about too. Then.
And maybe this is saying to sort of establishing the playing field in a way too, like that. Wherever this is taking place at, there may be some way of saying we just need to separate the dating or personal life from the work life. And so to some degree, that's sort of saying, like the high priestess says, understand and respect the difference between your inner stuff and your outer stuff.
Well, I don't see necessarily any moving here in these cards, but, maybe we could explore that at another time. I do think you've got some challenges to work through. And so maybe just by taking the bull by the horns and trying different things like you're suggesting there might be helpful. So I would definitely say it's a work in progress this year still.
So now career.
Romance. All right, so career. You have the Two of Swords upright. And you have the King of Pentacles upright. Wow.
Those are both pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see what Lenormand gives you.
Those are good. Except for that.
That's not as good. The Cross. And the Mice.
Oh, well, that's an interesting combination.
Yeah, it is.
I have some ideas there. But the Two of Swords and the, what is it again? The King of Pentacles is this. I think here, so long as you exert sound judgment, take your time and assess where you're going career-wise, things will go okay for you. I really think you need to be in control and in charge of where you're going career-wise right now. So, I know it's funny because you're still really looking for somewhere to land, but I think here the more control you have over the process, the better. And you have to make really good decisions for yourself. In other words, I know sometimes we need to take a job, but then keep that in mind. And don't just sit there and wallow at a job, just because you need it. Keep looking for something better that you really want to stick with. So, the thing is, you always should keep in mind, financial security, stability, so that you have enough in place to really go after what you want. Like, for example, I know you're always talking about moving and different things. So if that's your goal, to save up money for a major move, then make wise decisions in where you're going to park yourself, with a job or a career. And I think I'm going to just go ahead with it real quick with the Cross and the Mice. All I'm going to say about that is, again, it's a similar message like I had with Libra cusp in a way. Don't be worrying and grieving over things that you can easily overcome. The Mice here indicates troubles or challenges that are really not that big. But the Cross makes it seem like, it's all overwhelming. I'll never be able to do this. Trust yourself more. I think you can.
Hi, Country Love. Thanks for joining us. And we'll get to you or putting you on the list. Ari, I like what you said about, that you have interviews and that you are applying to places, so you got a good attitude. And I think Banshee would agree. Those cards kind of support that. The Two of Swords is saying, really, make sure, you find out about these places before you commit to any one of them. And I see that there's a second job possibility, so that's good too. Basically, respect. Keep yourself organized with all this stuff as best you can. You got a lot going on, but you just kind of got to, chart your course there and present your best side. When I look at the cross and the mice, this could be saying basically you have room for some slip up. So don't let small things really, depress you or pull you out of sorts. There's a lot of people looking for a lot of jobs right now, and I think employers kind of realize that. So respect yourself in that process too. Realize that, everybody's entitled to make some small mistakes from time to time, or to let some things bother them. But you just kind of get up the next morning and do it all over again.
When push comes to shove, I would just say that, you should be able to handle this. You should be able to handle whatever's thrown at you with that King of Pentacles here. And as a matter of fact, I would say this year that you might be judged more favorably than in years past. You're going to give employers something to think about this year. That maybe is also indicated by that Two of Swords here. That they will give you more consideration maybe than, you feel you've been getting in the past. So I wish you luck with that. And I really think career-wise, there's more opportunities here. It's going to be more of a challenge and struggle for you here with the love and relationships once more.
But I almost get the feeling like maybe, there is a little bit of a connection. Like maybe you will meet somebody you want to date.
I think at the workplace is possible.
So good luck, Ari.
Good luck with that. Do some scouting missions at the places you're applying for and check out their staff. For prospective romance. I'm just kidding. Good luck with that. Okay. I don't know what to do from here. But I think we should just go in order now. Sorry, Russ, you're a little bit further down the list, but we will get to you. We're moving. And Kara is up. What you got for us, Kara?
Wow, how do we want to handle that one? Well, it was witches, so I don't know. Maybe it was what you said.
To kick me off my special path in my dream. Oh, wow.
Thanks, Russ.
So what is the question actually here?
So you're wanting to know if someone is trying to do this through this dream coven or whatever that is? If someone's trying to kick you out of this group or finding out more about the group? Okay. So that's going to be my deck, right?
Oh, I guess it is. Yes, you did the Lenormand. I need those then. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Astro Coven.
Astral Traveler. I love that song. Actually, I like Starship Trooper more, though.
Yeah, I think that was the warm-up for Starship Trooper.
That makes sense to me somehow.
So somebody said, make a band not sound so important by changing one thing in their name. And I said, maybe yes.
Maybe yes. That's funny.
And then I said, not very average or not so average white band. The little not so average. I don't remember how I said it, but so.
This is very interesting. I'm going to say this.
Well, how would you make it sound less important, Victoria? Benny and the Paper Airplanes?
Benny and the Jets. He just likes that song.
How do you make it sound less important? A band sound less... That was the idea of the meme. You change something.
I didn't know she was answering that, just talking about a song she liked, so I don't know.
I see. Okay, we didn't forget you, Kara, sorry. We just were having a little fun here. Okay, so is this your reading or 3 cards?
3 cards.
All right. Card 1, reversed 10 of Swords. I like that. Card 2, upright 9 of Wands. The Moon. I think someone is definitely messing with you. I don't know where it's coming from.
Is that upright, the Moon?
It's upright.
Wait.
The call's coming from the house. Inside the house. No, wait, that's a movie. The clouds with the light side facing the house.
Well, either way, I think the clouds getting this is kind of interesting because dream state is kind of a cloudy, ethereal state. So to get the clouds at all is kind of interesting to me.
And the moon.
Well, and the moon, right. Absolutely, Mr. O.
Kara, you have crazy dreams.
Well, and I don't dream much anymore, which is really unfortunate. But in a way, I'd rather sleep deeply because I've had so much problems sleeping in recent years. The fact that I've kind of licked that recently with some helpful tools. I'd rather just sleep deeply because I need it. But anyway, the 10 of Swords reversed here does indicate to me that maybe there was something to this, and you're realizing that, you're now lifting yourself up and saying, what the heck here, and I think that you realize something is going on and you need to move forward in the direction you want to go. You should not let this stop you. In other words, just take those swords out of your back and let it, not let it stop you. And I think here when I look at the 9 of Wands, it's saying, hey, put up some boundaries if you feel you need it. And even when you sleep, before you sleep, you should kind of set the atmosphere for yourself that nothing harmful will come to you, that nothing will take you off your path where you want to go, and protect yourself. I'll stop there.
Well, it seems like either in the dream or as a result of the dream, standing up for yourself or something like that sort of threw these forces against you off their track or eliminated them or has sent them some sort of message that they shouldn't trifle with you too easily because you are prepared to stand up, the 9 of Wands.
Right.
And, you obviously have allies from all over the place, including yours truly.
You are a warrior, Kara. So it's no
and we're ready
surprise to me.
Warrior with you.
It is no surprise to me that you stand up for yourself here. And that is definitely a hallmark of that card, as well as being prepared and setting boundaries. A good offense also needs a good defense, right?
Absolutely. And so the moon adds, I think Banshee was going to say something about the moon too, but it adds that other sense that this is really just in a way something more to find out about, perhaps through your dream work.
You may want to find out more about what's going on here. I will say that. Maybe the moon here is saying there's more for you to discover about why this happened the way it did. So there may be still some aura of mystery around this. You got to trust your gut and your intuition on this. And if you really feel there was something malevolent going on, you're probably right. But in a sense, you've got to kind of prepare yourself and put up some boundaries, but also be willing to try to ferret out more info if you can. Now, it might be easier for you to do that because the clouds have the light side facing the house. And I think here maybe what that's saying is for your own safety and security, you do need to pierce the veil and figure out what's going on here.
Right. And I would say, if you do anything or you should do any kind of protective measures around your home, just cast the circle around your entire property. You don't want your parents or anybody else getting caught up in stuff there. The Ten of Swords sort of sounds like that was their first attempt at rattling your cage, and I have a feeling that they've tested your mettle, so it's hard to say what their next move may be. You need to be maybe more on the offensive is what I think this is saying here, especially working through that too, I think.
Yeah, and I think you're going to find out more about this. Maybe perhaps something else is going to come through, in your dream state that is going to kind of clarify things a little bit more, or at least let you see what you need to see to move forward more constructively. But I think this Nine of Swords is telling me, don't let them throw you off your game. You stand for what you want and what you want to be a part of. All right?
All right, Kara.
Good luck with that. And we're finally on Asal. All right, Asal, we can get to you now.
Asal did leave us a question earlier. I don't believe they erased it.
Well, let's check it out.
What do my guides and angels want me to know about Taehyung? Not sure if I said that right, but...
Is there an initial?
T-A...
Just T. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
I'll make it easy
that
on
was
myself.
For you.
Yes. So what Asal needs to know about T?
Yes.
Okay.
What do the guides and angels want them to know?
Okay. Well, do you want that to be my reading? I guess so. Maybe. Let's try my reading. You're welcome, Kara. Hey, Asal. Okay. Wow. You got the star up right here. What they want you to know, number one, is that, there's some optimistic feelings here. They want you to remain positive about this. They want you to remain hopeful. They want you to maybe explore this further because there could be something... Well,
the star so often acts like it's about a destiny that could be coming.
I didn't want to go that far. But...
Right, but this could be saying that they feel that there is something there that maybe is resonant.
Is destined for you to,
have some interaction.
Right.
To know each other for some reason.
Oh, no. Why is that important?
Well, it may be that this person may only be a really good friend. The Five of Wands does talk about maybe friendly endeavors and maybe people figuring out if they can, coexist, whether it's a perfect coexistence or maybe there's a little bit of friction.
Well, I think it's important to keep hopeful. Why is it important? Because I think maybe your spirit guides and ancestors are saying because they do want you to engage more and find out more. And I think here they're hoping it would be constructive engagement. But only through really more engagement will you find out if, there's common ground or if there's differences that can't be, surmounted. Wow.
So where will this ultimately lead?
To more questions?
Well, it's the Seven of Swords, and that could be the sense of that. That swords often talk about what's going on in people's minds, what they're thinking of, things like that. The Seven of Swords could be saying that maybe, to some degree, this may be one-sided. Maybe this is saying that you're more interested in them than you, or maybe they have more things to hide from you. Bam.
Well, I think here what it's saying is that there are things you need to know still. about this person, and you're only going to find them out through engaging. And even then, some people don't always say, I've let you know everything. So I think here you just got to try your best to ferret out and see if you trust what you're hearing. Or if you feel you're getting the whole story. That Seven of Swords upright seems to indicate that there could be some secrets. There's just some things that maybe you need to know. Yeah, look at that.
And so we have the book, which is about that, the idea that that you could be finding out things, or that somehow information is coming to you, or should be. And what tempers that is the birds. And the birds talks about communication between people. Swords can be communication talk too, but in the Lenormand, that's probably really much more specific. So I think this is saying really that maybe you need to reach out in a discreet and appropriate way to see who knows what about him, or how you yourself might engage with him. Maybe by your own communications, maybe you would find out more about T that you need to know.
Through connectivity and communication, you will find out more. So I think the main picture of this would be, Asal, is this is spirit and ancestors are telling you, engage with this person. There may be something good that could come out of it with the star here, but you won't know until you engage and find out more and talk to them more. And I think here, there could be some issues. There may not be. Your mysteries will be solved through engagement. So good luck with that.
All right.
And I have Earth Girl on the list again. I do not know if Earth Girl came back.
Earth Girl,
and if Earth Girl is not here, we'll go right on to Russ. So, Earth Girl, are you here? Just say yes right now, and then we'll take your question. And if not, we'll move forward. Yeah, we'll clean up our mess here first. They're tricky. They're a little slick. I like this deck, though, a lot.
So we'll remind everybody that we are on Saturday for happy hour at 10 o'clock, our normal time. Also, tomorrow is my show, The Emotional Exchanges, which is more about strong emotional connections or romance even.
You're welcome, Asal.
And Saturday is, not Saturday. Also, Sunday, it's the Material Matters, Banshee's Material Matters, which is a complete way of checking out your financial forecast for the week ahead. And I think that's as much time as I can kill.
That's it. Earth Girl's not here, so let's move on to Russ. And I think I'm officially taking Earth Girl off the list because that's twice we called for them.
Yeah, we'll just have to see if they actually come back or not.
All right. What happened there?
I'll be honest, Russ, I'm not really sure if I understand what the question is.
Well, the question that I found, and I think I get it, but let me ask you. Hold on, I saw it. Our military held a process via sanctions as they feared money would get in the wrong hands. No, that's not the one. Where did I see that? You got a few things here, so yeah, now I am confused. I saw something else that I thought was a question. Hang on.
Okay, would it be wise for everyone in the chat to buy a 2008 AA series 10 trillion Zimbabwe note?
What?
Double A series means serial number on note begins AA. And I don't know, that's really seems to be an odd question for us.
Cost $20 US. Wait for the worldwide currency reevaluation happening soon, or just have faith? Is that the question? Because that's what I saw before, and I thought maybe that was the question. Should you do it now or wait? Is that what you're asking? I know I do the material matters things, but some of these financial
That's a question
stuff
maybe for that one.
kind of throw me. Should everyone buy the Zimbabwe note? Okay, that's what Victoria said too. All right. Well, how do you want to do that? Do you want to do a yes/no on that?
I think so.
Let's do the regular yes/no on that.
Okay.
Should we buy 10 trillion? Okay, Zolim note. Okay. I gotcha. I think a nice simple yes/no will do on this.
Alrighty. Well, this is definitely one of those kind of questions where
you'll go with the cards.
we'll go with the cards.
You're not familiar with currency trading or whatever?
Oh, no.
Well, I'm not that much either, but I know a little. Just a little. But we'll see what the cards say. I'm always game to try something new.
Okay.
These cards are big and cardboardy. 2, 3, 6, 7. Whoa. Well, this is kind of interesting. It's leaning towards yes. It's maybe yes. So it's more positive towards yes than not. It's the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is reversed. Hi, Jamies. The Ace of Coins is reversed. Those just indicate that it's maybe a yes, this question. Now, here's the card we got that may give us some info, although it's going to be a little vague here, Russ. It's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is always saying, what is your gut? What is your higher self telling you to do here? It says to go with what your gut is telling you at this time. If it is telling you to jump, then jump. If it is telling you to stay back, that maybe you kind of are a little bit dubious, then stay back. The ultimate decider, regardless of these cards, should be what you're really feeling inside.
All right, so it's feminine. It's the lady, so I don't know if that is the High Priestess
Oh, that's
or not.
interesting.
Or anyone else in the picture. And the stars, which does seem to add a sense of hope or destiny or some sort of unexpected good luck or something like that.
Yeah, I think that maybe there's some destined positive outcome if you should make this move. So I think it's saying yes, guardedly, but really every card here is fairly positive.
Yeah, I think it does tip towards the idea of whether or not you feel really comfortable with
Right.
this. And it sounds like you do. Bye, bye, bye. But remember,
Yeah, we
We
are
are
just
not
tarot
financial
readers.
experts.
We're not telling you to gamble your shirt away on this, by all means. So,
entertainment only, that's what we're allowed to tell you.
And to be fair, though, we're not trying to pass the buck to you. I think, you're a little bit savvy with this stuff, and you know what the High Priestess is about. It's about trusting your gut. It's about going within and determining how you really feel about this situation. What is your inner wisdom telling you? And so that's what it's saying to go with. So bye, bye, bye. Good luck with that.
All right.
Hey, Jamie, did you want a reading today? I can add you to the list.
We can add you. It is not a very long list.
I'll put
And
you.
Victoria's up.
I'll put you on anyway. But if you don't want
I
one,
see it.
you.
I see it, Victoria.
All right. It's about the drones, isn't it? Are they gone? Yeah, isn't it funny how they disappeared? Although I have to tell you something that really angered me today, Victoria. Yes, I got angry. There was some news source, which I don't like, that was questioning seeing drones in the California fire. And like, oh, there's somebody said they even saw a mothership. Now, well, I believe that could be possible. Isn't it also very possible that firemen and local authorities were sending out drones to map out the fire and stuff? I mean, I just think, sometimes when people post, or it was actually a news article, this kind of stuff, that they shouldn't just jump to conclusions. Especially when there's logical reasons why drones would be in the air during that time. I don't know. I just felt funny about that and kind of got under my skin. What can I say? Anyway, I digress.
I know. So
Your deck for drones, I need that.
Oh, right. Okay.
Your deck.
I know.
Oh no, Jamies, you're in California? I'm sorry.
I'm sure it is. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's been terrible.
I feel so bad for everybody there. I mean, I've been watching, and last year I was feeling so bad for, not last year, the year before, wasn't it, when the Canadian wildfires were so bad? This breaks my heart.
So I'm using the Spheres of Heaven Tarot. And you're basically asking what happened to them. Are they gone
Will they
or
be
did they go back?
I still
Will
think
they
there's
be
some
back?
reports of them, but they've certainly downplayed it, haven't they? Yeah. Oh. Huh.
All right. I don't know that I want to show you this, Victoria. It's the Ten of Swords upright. They will be back, and we will all be in trouble.
Stop that, Mr. O.
Okay.
Go lay them out.
Next card is reversed Five of Cups. Okay, that's a little better. Maybe.
No, I got a story here.
And then the final card is Death.
Whoa.
Hi, Lena.
Hi, Lena. We'll get you on the list. It's not too late.
And the Sun. And the Tower. So,
Well, I have to tell you.
what happened with the drones?
The drones are up to no good. The Ten of Swords is upright, correct? Mm-hmm. They're up to no good, or whoever sent the drones is up to no good. I feel as though they are being... You know how the swords are stabs in the back, right? So I sort of feel like this might be indicating to me that maybe we haven't seen or heard much about them is because somebody's keeping it under wraps right now. It's stealthy, and I mean, I know the drones have, in and of themselves, have been cloaking themselves or hard to track, etc. But I do feel here that somebody is holding back right now and just strikes when they feel the time is right. And that's what I feel with the next card here, with the Five of Cups reversed. They're looking for the right opportunity again to come back out. And I'm a little bit worried about what that might indicate to me. That could indicate to me that maybe somebody is planning some long-term strategy here so that, they will send the drones out to do something else other than spying in the future. And this reconnaissance was step one. I'm just feeling that here.
Well, tens are usually the end of a cycle, the completion thing.
And the beginning.
And the Ten of Swords sort of sounds like something happened with really a sense of finality. But even though we know that, we also know, too, that Nothing is ever final, final, final. Something goes on after that Ten of Swords, and that could be the sense of this idea that for now, most people are not thinking as much about the drones or feel they have the answers they need, but do they really?
Okay.
Five of Cups.
When you look at that Ten of Swords, though, you know how the Ten of Swords always has the light in the background? So I'm almost getting the feeling here, like he said, this was the end of phase 1. They got the light that they needed out of this, and they're moving, they're waiting for the next opportunity. But you go with yours.
And the Five of Cups, I think it's pretty much like what Banshee says. There is an idea towards returning. And because it's Cups, this is going to have something really emotional play into it too. So this may be more about, and it's the Five of Cups reversed, a revelation, a sort of sense like all of a sudden somebody says, oh, by the way, we were going to tell you this, but this is it. So whether they say this is, the united drone country of the world, like maybe all the drone people have gotten together and formed their own country. I don't know. Crazier things are happening, right?
What's the last card?
Death.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we got to be prepared for whatever this is going to bring. There is changes coming. And I think the drones, or whatever the drones have begun to do here, is only the beginning of something that's going to cause some radical changes to happen. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. Death can be kind of neutral in that regard. Usually it is about growth, but when it's upright. But I don't know here. Not sure.
Right. Change.
Also, shall we go on with the Lenormand?
Yeah.
I think you're going to see what I see maybe with that tower. I think here that's obviously saying to me that there is some earth-based complicity here. There is some organization or political machine behind all of this. A military-industrial complex, whether it's our own or whether it's another country's. I have a feeling it's going to come to light. But also, I have a feeling whatever they're doing here, they feel like they're pretty successful and satisfied with what's going to come out of all of this. Is that good news for us?
32 and 19,
no,
31 and 19 is 50, which is 5. And 5 is high energy, right?
Yes. And I think you told me about the drone company before, and I think my son also may have mentioned that to me.
Somebody told me this before.
I can't rule him out, because definitely that is either a corporate or political or legal institution, usually the tower. So, hey, could it be an alien civilization political machine? Maybe. But I'm really thinking this is Earth-based, yeah.
Me too. It's Earth-based.
Something's up, and I think they'll be back. And maybe they're still here, and we're just not hearing about it anymore. That's highly possible, too. So good luck with that, everyone. All right.
Okay, Donna Matrix is up.
Yep.
Did Donna leave us a question?
I'm not
She had
sure.
a pretty green color on her thing.
But Donna, go ahead and type it if you have not.
There you are. Thank you. All right.
In the program this year.
We see it, Lena. We have your question
Let's
too.
do 3 cards, okay?
All right.
So it's my deck?
Yes, it's your
It is
deck.
my deck. I'm going to use the Voice Vision deck, another Cyril Marchetti deck I love. Right. And if it's not clear, the answer that we're seeing We'll do what we call a quicker yes/no reading to just try to firm it up for you, Donna. But we're going to throw 3 cards and see how they go. I have Justice reversed. I got the Page of Coins reversed. But I got the Fool upright. What do you have, Mr. O?
The Fox and the Tower.
Well, there's some mixed signals here, so we may want to do a yes/no. But let's take a look at this. It may give us some clues that we need to know here. I think with Justice reversed, it may be that you feel that the decision that is reached is not very fair to you. Or maybe it's possible here that there may be some other factors into getting into this program that are weighted against you in some way. And that Page of Coins here is kind of worrisome to me too. So I don't know if it's going to be a financial issue, a scholarship issue, something to do with money, or something to do with the course of study itself. What do you got?
I don't think it's a financial issue necessarily. I think it is possible that they're looking for a different academic achievement, like they don't feel your test scores are good enough, something like that, or something indicating that they don't feel you should come into that study for some reason. Maybe there's a precursor class, something like that.
And then Justice, you want to say?
Justice does feel like they are weighted against you or not seeing you in the light you want to be seen in.
But then there's the Fool.
There's the Fool.
And the Fool almost sounds like to me you're going to be on a journey. You're going to get in an educational program maybe or something. Maybe this is also saying to try... What?
No, I'm just...
Okay. To try... something unorthodox or unusual in order to achieve your aim here, to achieve your goal. You may have to take some kind of risk or gamble or chance on something in order to turn this around, or it may be saying maybe you need to take that journey somewhere else.
Donna, I just had a thought. I don't know if this is intuition or flash, but is there an oral component or oral interview, like you'll actually have to talk to somebody or a panel or something like that? That feels like maybe this is about saying you have to make sure you can present yourself in your best light. I sort of agree with Banshee. I think the Fool represents the idea of maybe something unexpected but fortuitous happening, so that maybe this is saying like maybe but for some little edge of luck, something showing up, something that they like on your curriculum vitae or whatever it is, you know, that says maybe they are wanting to give you that chance. But some of it does seem to not indicate they're looking at you fairly.
But
we haven't done the Lenormand yet.
Right, and here's the other thing. The Lenormand is kind of indicating to me that, you know, some institution, you're going to be getting to work at some institution here. And when I say work, I'm talking about study. So I think here that something is going to break for you, whether it is what you're trying to do right now or something else. I think ultimately something positive is going to come out of this.
Are you in some sort of form of legal? Is that why we got Justice? Because I sort of agree with Banshee too. The Tower in Lenormand is more about an institutional quality. So could refer to a hospital, a school, the place you work at, the church, things like that. And the fox itself can also talk about business, but it could also talk about cleverness. And when you think about it, if you're going to school, being clever, being smart, sort of goes along with that.
Right. Showing you're smart, showing you're savvy, may help you get in somewhere. And I almost think those two really do align with that Fool there. So that's why I'm seeing like half and half going on here. So let's do a quick yes, no on this and see if this school is the one. Let's see. And of course, tarot is a snapshot in time, Donna, so things may shift and change.
That's why it's a money-back guarantee.
That's why we like to give, shorter readings for free. We get more in-depth. We charge for those readings, but on this show, everything is free. And we try to do our best for you. All right. Want to shuffle and cut?
Sure.
All right. And then I'm just going to update the list. We'll be on Country Love next. And it's just one card.
I was just thinking of you, Country Love.
It's a sword card. And the sword cards generally say no. But again, I want you to look at that card. That card is showing a journey again. And it's just making me wonder if you're going to be moving into something else, either with the school or somewhere else. It just seems like you're on journey to a better place that may provide you with a easier opportunity to get accepted, maybe. A
lot of times the look of the card looks a little bit somber, but the idea behind the card is you are traveling from something not desirable or as desirable to something less troublesome. And so
better.
Despite the fact that there may be a grimness or a sense of that, in the travel or the movement, you are moving towards something better than what you already have.
Wow. So you know what? Keep us posted if you want to come back sometime. Tell us how it turned out. We'd love to know. Or if you have more questions along the way.
A thought occurs to me with the previous spread that maybe, Donna, what it represents is another offer or another thing comes through or another possibility comes to your mind that you apply to.
Good luck to the Bills if they're playing this week, Russ.
Say, Russ.
Lions are resting up. All right.
All right. Good luck. Yeah.
And
Good
yeah,
luck,
Donna, we'd love to hear. And like I said, if you have any further questions, do come back. And we'd love to hear how it turns out for you and wish you success.
You're welcome. All right. So Country Love is up, and Country Love gave us an interesting question. Let's see if I can find that. So basically, you want to know, can they become good, successful writers if you bring book writing class or studies into the semester? All right, that's pretty clear. Let's see.
Oh, okay, incorporating a book writing class into your semester. You're teaching kids. Okay. Will they be successful
We'll
writers?
throw the 3 cards, and same thing as with Donna. If we don't feel we have a satisfactory answer, we'll try it again.
We'll do a yes, no.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
We'll try again.
We'll keep trying until we get a better answer.
No, that's not what we try to do. But if things aren't very clear, like Donna's question, half and half, literally.
Yeah.
So it could go either way, I feel. But I do feel there's something out there in this year. Absolutely. Something's going to click.
And I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot for Country Love's question.
All right.
So here we go.
Okay. We had this combination before.
The first card is the Three of Wands upright. The next card is the Two of Cups upright. And the final card is another two, the Two of Pentacles upright.
Wow, what an interesting reading.
So it's almost like, yeah.
Well, we had this combination before.
Whoops. The Mountains. I knew it. And the Scythe, right? That was our first one, I think.
Yeah, how odd.
So,
well, hey, no pain, no gain, okay? That's what I want to say first off.
the Three of Wands is really about the opportunity. It is a good opportunity for you to do. The Two of Cups, it sort of says it's a pairing. It's a perfect pairing between what you want to introduce and the children's curriculum, etc. The Two of Pentacles maybe talks about the fact that this will give a lot for them to do, but it is balanced. I tossed it.
No, I'm glad you put that out there. Because what I want to say about the Three of Wands is this. This is a winning strategy. That's what I want to say. It's a winning strategy. I don't know if they'll all become successful writers, but I think that, this will be very well received by the students. I think that Two of Cups is kind of indicating that to me. I also think that this is a winning thing to integrate into your program. That might be saying that as well. There just seems to be a harmonizing element here that I think is really good. And with the Two of Pentacles, it is saying here that if it's not a bit of a load for them, it's certainly going to also be a bit of a load for you. But you can do this. And they can manage
Very
it
doable.
too. It just looks like there's balance here. It might be a little bit of a juggling act for you as well as the students. But I think it would be good. It should all work out. And it's a winning strategy. But, again, I think here there may be some obstacles. There may be some struggles and challenges either you or some of the students may face in this. And you're just going to have to try to cut through them. Just going to have to try to make progress and work through them. But I think it's highly possible because all of those tarot cards are pretty darn positive.
It's a really positive reading,
Yeah.
Country Love.
Yeah. So I think you should go for it. Absolutely. I don't see any reason to do a yes/no here.
There's
This is
literally no
pretty clear.
negativity here.
Yeah. Just that everything has challenges, so just cut through them. Just take them as they come and deal with them one at a time.
You are welcome.
You should do fine. Good luck with that.
I think this was my favorite reading of the evening. Positive, and you said thank you
Well-
right away.
It was pretty darn good, I will say.
Alrighty. Jamie's Cowboys. Give us your question, my dear.
All right. There you go.
Aw, a general reading. Very good. We love you too, Jamie's.
Okay.
We love all of you guys.
But I have to tell you guys, I love you a lot, but I have to say, I kind of like
I like chocolate
Frangos.
better.
I like Frangos more. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to eat that now. I'm just going to keep it there.
So believe it or not, we are still hoping to get our predictions for 2025 out.
Yeah, we're
in the next
hoping
day or two.
to video some of it tomorrow. So I think some of it will be done tomorrow. It's complicated this year.
We're
A
doing
lot of things are
combination
complicated this
of
year.
world and U.S. predictions. We're going to cover problematic areas in general.
I do love my cats. I do. I guess I would have to put them above you guys too. They're my buds.
The only time I don't love them, Country Love, is at 6 to 6:30 to almost 7 in the morning when they try to get me up to feed them. We have them on a feeding schedule. They
Yes.
per our vet, they are only fed twice a day, 7 a.m., 7 p.m., 12 hours apart.
But they can't wait.
But they can't wait. And I normally am wakeful around 6:30, but I'm laying there in bed. I'm still sleepy and sleepish.
Not I.
But not with them.
That's why I do the night shift feeding.
I'm stuck with what I got.
Okay, let's see what we have
And
here.
if they make me come downstairs too early, because I don't always see the clock, I just head downstairs to the kitchen to get their food. And I'm like, hey, it's not 7. It's 25 to 7. I go
Okay.
lay down on the couch until I'm ready to feed them.
General reading. Well, you have the Fool reversed, which is pickled plum onigiri.
Ooh.
You have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which is a geisha.
You're back. Oh, stay warm.
Take care, Victoria. Gosh, you keep. If I told Mr. O where you kept your thermostat, he would freak.
Uh-oh.
Well, she's Texas, but she keeps it at 60 degrees.
Okay, that's not the Texas I know. Do you remember our old friend Eric?
Yeah.
When his great aunt came from Texas to visit, they had to have it was this time of year, turned up to 85 or she was freezing.
What?
Yes.
Well, price
She
of
was an old lady.
utilities. The Ace
Sushi.
the Ace of Pentacles, soba.
Is this sushi? Victoria's asking.
What do you, no, it's called the Anime Food Tarot. It's so cool. If I had the box here, I'd show you, but I think I moved the box, so I love it.
Ooh.
It's a fun deck, Kara.
Stay warm.
Take care, Victoria.
All right. The Deer Lady, she is a Deer Lady, and the Moon.
Oh. So general reading. You have the Fool reversed. So I would just say this right now. Try not to do anything risky or chancy. Don't leave anything to chance is a good way to say it as well. This is a time where you should be a little bit more risk averse. Now, that flies in the face of a lot of people who say, oh, just go out there and just give everything a shot, go for it, blah, blah. This is a time to maybe not do that. And with the next card, which is
Queen of Pentacles.
the Queen of Pentacles reversed, I just think here this is a time to really also focus your attention on you. People or situations might be draining a little bit of your energy right now, or maybe even your good, how do I want to say this? Your good intentions. It's okay to help people, but when it gets to becoming burdensome, they're always crying on your shoulder or asking for something from you or needing you to do things for them, etc. It can be draining. So focus a little bit on yourself right now, too. I'm going to stop with that before I go on to the positive card.
I think the idea of the Queen of Pentacles reverse saying focus on yourself right now, think about what you need to make yourself secure is a good card, especially following the Fool reverse, because I think this is saying overall you're going to feel like maybe there's a little bit of unsteadiness around you. It can't seem to be specific. It's just maybe the hair on the back of your neck. You don't feel like you're in danger. You just sort of feel unsettled, like maybe you've been running around doing things for other concerns, whether it's yourself or somebody else, but, well, not yourself, just for other things. You're doing other things and you're not getting results. And I think, or the results you're getting are not what you like. But the Queen of Pentacles is saying, really, you're focusing in the wrong direction. You should just do more for yourself.
Well, as a general reading, for some reason, this time, Jamie, I'm kind of looking at these cards as separates. These might be different situations for me. For me, I feel here that maybe don't do anything risky. Also, don't allow other people to drain you too much right now. Make sure you're giving a lot of time to your needs and your goals and your dreams. And this card here, I almost feel falls in line with that last card, the Ace of Pentacles, because I think here maybe there's something you want to initiate for yourself, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new project or goal. This is something, that you need to focus on and not let other people distract you from that. I'm kind of feeling a resonance between those two cards rather than, these two cards are all three together. And with the Moon and the Lady, I think this is just saying this can be a really successful time for you with love or career or with whatever you're trying to accomplish. It's just that make sure that everything you do is well thought out and well planned and doesn't involve any kind of risk.
So when I look at the final card, the Ace of Pentacles, and I think Banshee's right. Some of these cards are really not connected. They're separate things going on as a general reading. I sort of feel this one's a little separate from the other ones. I'm going the opposite way than her. And I sort of feel like what you're finding through this is there still is a new thing happening that you want to put your attention to. It could be that you're getting a new job or you're starting a new project of some sort that you feel like it invigorates you, but there is a payoff to this project. So it might be a client job of some sort, or it might be something that you do for yourself that beautifies your surroundings or just does something for yourself. In that sense, it might link to this one because this is really about ignoring those things that, drain you and working on yourself. Did you already do the Lenormand?
No.
Okay.
I just thought I should close these now.
I think that's wise.
Okay.
I would eat them all night.
Well, I guess I didn't have the Lenormand.
No, we didn't.
Oh, wait, that. I did do the Lenormand. I'm sorry.
I did the Lenormand.
I did. But I did the Lenormand. You maybe didn't hear me.
I didn't because I was busy with something else. So.
I knew that. I knew that.
Well, to me, the Moon talks about success and especially talks about the possibility of maybe romantic connections working out.
Right. I've said success in love or career or anything you really want to get off the ground and get started is coming. Hey, there could even be some financial positives here in this with the Ace of Coins, but it's something growthful, something that's going to be positive. And I just think it's fine, but just make sure there's no risk attached, that everything you do is has been well thought out, and planned. So you got a plan in place. You got a strategy.
Earlier when I had the 4 reversed for somebody or something, I thought it kind of indicated a free fall period where you can't necessarily predict where things are going. And I still feel that that's a possibility too. So just watch out for that. But I feel like the dear lady with the Moon says this is either a person you could be interested in, regardless of who they really are, male, female, whatever, or it's just in general.
Oh, you put the list is closed up there already? I usually put it in all caps up there, but that's okay then. All right, yeah, so we're on Lena. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And yeah, we had sub-zero wind chills last night. It was bitter cold when poor Mr. O had to go to work this morning.
Yes. It was 12 or 13 degrees.
In your car.
In my car.
Yeah.
And with the wind chill, it was about 4 degrees.
Yeah. It was horrible. So.
Yes.
You can pick those up now.
Horrible.
So we're expecting another cold one tonight. The temperatures are going to be waffling for the week, but we're supposed to get some snow finally. We'll see. They've been wrong before. It'll be anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. It's not going to be much.
Okay.
And we really have gotten no snow this winter.
This is the one you talked about before, isn't it, Jamie's? The trial.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good luck with that. Do you want to grab a deck for Lena?
Yes, I do.
And the question. Let's see. I know it's not far. All right, there it is.
General,
General for my mom, Leela, health for 2025, please.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Star Spinner Tarot.
So it's general, but really focused on her health. So, okay. Anyway, I was starting to say before, temperatures are all over the place here. It's this next week, but mostly like 30 degrees and below. So it's going to be a cold, bitter cold, and just cold. With some snow.
All right, we have the upright Knight of Chalices. That's the Knight of Cups. We have the upright Queen of Swords. We have the upright Ten of Swords.
Dang. Okay, so the Knight of Cups was first?
Yes.
And then the Queen of Swords?
Yes, and then
the Ten of Swords. Well, look at this.
Our bear friend. And the Sun.
Okay, so the Knight of Cups indicates to me that your mom will probably be kind of on a good road. She's going to feel better emotionally. If she's been under a lot of stress over her health situation, I think that, her mindset's going to improve somewhat here. I do feel that way. I also feel here that support from others will be very beneficial moving her forward.
Right. In fact, depending on what her health needs or concerns are, it's better if she is close to a loved one. So if she can live with a loved one, or if someone can live with her, she has her own place. But I feel that she is moving towards a situation where she is healing also emotionally, which will be very important for her. She needs to feel loved in order to continue all of her healing.
And I think the Queen of Swords here indicates that either her or people who are taking care of her are going to make the right choices, the right moves, to make decisions for her benefit. And I think that will help her on the road to having a pretty good year ahead. That Ten of Swords, I can't ignore that there. You do have to watch out for one of two things here, I think, in the year ahead, Lena, to make sure that she doesn't slip backwards and start doing things that are not helpful to her health. In other words, sometimes the Ten of Swords is about a betrayal, but sometimes we betray ourselves. And so we want to make sure here she's doing the right things and not slipping. So if there's a certain diet she has to follow, if there's certain pills she has to take regularly, we got to make sure that she's doing what she's supposed to do. And also, I would check and make sure that whatever decisions are being made about her are in her best interests. I get the feeling they are for a couple different reasons. The Lenormand is one of them, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I think here, it's good to watch her back. I think you always need to do that and just make sure that, the healthcare providers are making the right choices and decisions.
Lena, I liked what Banshee said about the Ten of Swords, the idea that, she can't fall back on her health protocols. And so that gives me a more nuanced way of looking at both of these cards, that maybe this is about the amount of love you and the family give to her to meet her with that, because you need to support her on making those decisions for herself, to empower herself to make the right decisions for her own health. Don't let her slip back. Keep empowering her to not do that, because once she has done that, then the picture changes. she actually does move away. She conquers what maybe was the ill problem, and there will be light and rebirth for her.
Well,
her health.
And with the Lenormand, I really hope, things go well for your mom, because the sun and the bear seem to indicate to me a successful return to strength. Some of her strength might return and some of her vitality might return. She's going to feel a little bit more empowered this year. And I mean, depending on what kind of health situations she has to deal with, that may be limited to some degree, but any positive success, will make the journey easier. And I feel that way. I feel like she might be getting better as the year goes on, maybe. She's getting stronger.
Well, I don't feel there's a real time element here, so I actually feel that her progress is happening now and that she may get much closer to health more immediately. But once again, it will happen throughout this year, no matter if it happens sooner or later. It's bound to happen.
Right. I just think it's just kind of a overall for the year that she will improve. She will have good, some progress being made here, and it will make her feel more stronger, or if it's not physically strong, definitely more mentally strong. And body, mind, spirit, that what we feel mentally, really does have an effect on our healing process. So that's why here I think the support of others will really help her get better. So good luck with that.
All right, good luck to your mom.
And that's it. We're done. And
So
just
that was
about
our
right
show.
on time, aren't we?
That was our show. We thank everybody for coming.
And I don't know if Asel's still here, but on Sunday, we'll be doing a birthday reading for Asel. So, because her birthday is just passing, will be tomorrow. So we'll be doing that at the start of our show.
That'll be our first reading.
That'll be our first reading. So do come in after that as early as possible, because when we do birthday readings, it does take a little bit longer and it takes some of our time. So if you want to get a reading and be insured of one, try to get here on time.
Thanks, Kara.
On Sunday. All right, everybody. Hey, have a great rest of your evening or day, and take care. And I hope to see you all at our happy hour show. Come on and get happy. We'll see you at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Saturday.
We'll see us hear us at 10 a.m. Sunday.
You can come 10 a.m. to my Material Matters show on Sunday, where I'll just be live in the chat. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.